right. Welcome to episode 41. Jesus, I lost my voice.
Yeah. You all right? You want to clear your throat a little bit?
What happened there? Okay, welcome everybody. This is a new thing we're going to start doing, I think, on the audio version at least. So we live stream for an hour every Thursday, but we were just talking about maybe doing a little bit of an introduction before we start, so anybody actually listening in their car or while they're working out or whatever can just get the what's up with us and
what's going on with us in our lives.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah. How was your week though?
Emotionally,
I mean, whatever you want to say, man. Like, this is our show. So
it's been a little weird. I don't know. I've had like these ups and downs. Like I told you, I've been dealing with a bit of anxiety lately, and just kind of.
Not to minimize it, but I mean, like, I think a lot of people more like the anxiety and depression is just like an all-time high. With
No, I understand, and I just it's like it just creeps on me, and then when hanging with you and Javi and stuff, like, definitely helps out, but I just get I get these weird mood swings, and I don't know what it's. I think it's just from not having the outlet, like from stand up, and maybe I haven't played drums in a while or something like that. I did work out with my brother during the week, and that really helped. At least made me feel a little bit physically better. And small things like that like really make a big difference.
No, it does, because it's small, and it's like these small moments, but it feels normal of what you used to be able to do, what our lives used to be like before Corona, where we could just go and do whatever we want. We didn't have to worry about wearing a mask. We didn't have to worry about like things being closed and trying to be safe. And it just we weren't supposed to be in this quarantine this long.
I know
I know
it's been pretty strange. Like I was pretty here comes the helicopter. I was pretty unmotivated last week, and I think it all kind of came crashing down on me over the weekend, and just feeling useless and that I didn't have a purpose, and kind of that whole thing. And then this week I feel I'm coming out of it. I'm feeling better, better every day.
You had those small moments again, like you said, working out with your brother and things like that. And so
I got a new board, I got some new shoes, like little things like that make you feel better too. Right, like I broke my board. Actually, Saturday was like I broke my board on Saturday, and I took a pretty bad slam at the skate park, and so that.
But I think like what you were saying right now, like you bought a new board, you bought new shoes. It gives you something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Even with the working out, like this is just a one day thing. Like we're gonna do this again, we're gonna meet up again, so it gives you something to look forward to. Because like as of right now, the fuck do we have to look forward to?
That's what it is. So it's trying to like I'm a goal oriented person, so like I have to set small goals for myself to get to make me feel better, right? So like even if it's just a little thing, like like I said, I wanted to get a board, like just that, like I need to go get a board and set it up and what I mean, get my new setup ready so that I can be ready for the weekend. Like just that little thing, just by me doing that today, like has made me feel a hell of a lot better.
Because like fucking Saturday I'm gonna go rip it. Exactly. I got a new board, I can go for it. Like for me, like this week, I went out to the OC because their breweries are open, and I met Priscilla, and me and her were able to like go out and hang out, and it was just that small taste of normalcy where you're out somewhere having a drink with like a good friend.
Dude.
It felt so fucking good. Like I was on this just emotional high of just seeing a friend I haven't seen in a couple weeks, hanging out, having some great conversation, drinking some good beer. Well, the first place we went to was okay.
Right.
But the second was, the beer's great. Just having good beer and being in that moment. Like everything is still socially distanced, but like just being, because I'm very, extroverted. And so being out there and seeing other people just enjoying their time out in the sun at a brewery at separate tables. It was just
it gives you that.
This feels normal. I've been staying my ass in the house for the last fucking 7 months. And like, just getting the opportunity just to feel fucking normal was great.
Right.
Great. And so, it's just kind of what we got to deal with now. We got to look for those small, tiny moments.
You know what I was supposed to do this week too was, my dad's side, my biological dad's side. I have a couple cousins that I still kind of keep in touch with.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to have lunch with them. But I guess her son is sick, so she wanted to stay home before she brought him out anyway. Cause you don't really know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So and he's a toddler, so. But yeah, that would have been, nice too.
Yeah.
Because I haven't talked to them in a while. But we're gonna be jamming this weekend, and we'll be skating this weekend. So that's some stuff that's gonna keep my head clear and ready and better, happier.
Not just sitting around thinking about all the dark thoughts.
Yeah.
Of why everything is bad.
Yeah. Exactly.
What the fuck else am I supposed to look forward to? Watching Netflix all day? Like,
exactly.
Fuck, man.
Exactly.
Give me something else.
Exactly. So it's it's just it's getting harder and harder to try and keep myself occupied to keep myself from feeling this way.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to find different things to do. And you and I have been talking about a bunch of stuff that we want to do, and hopefully we can execute some stuff before the end of the year.
Yeah, I think we will. Hopefully by October, we have that thing we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So hopefully that works out. I have no doubt in my mind that's going to work out, our project in October. But
yeah, that's the goal. The goal is I want to start this new project we've been talking about by at least Halloween. So we have a whole month.
I feel like we should have it out by Halloween. I think second week of October is when we film it.
Yeah.
And then have it out we have to have it out before Halloween.
Yeah.
On Halloween, day before Halloween, but we'll have it out by Halloween.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a lot of fun.
For sure. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So this episode, we talked to Eddie Pence.
Yeah.
Eddie Pence.
I love talking to Eddie, man. Like, I've never met someone who has, like, all the same interests as me. Like, I'm a big nerd, and so I meet other guys who are nerds, but they're, like, focused more on that, and then they don't have the sports side of it. So with Eddie, I'm like, yo, I can talk about football. We could talk about, like, stand-up. We could talk about, like, movies.
Yeah.
We could talk about everything. Like, Eddie's such a cool guy, man.
Yeah. I know. He's one of those guys. Yeah, he's into sports and the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
So it was very fun. We did watch his special, his unspecial on Amazon, which was
it was funny.
It was really good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It was so funny.
It was really good, and like I told him, like you'll listen is just the bare bones of it, and the intimacy of having it in such a small place was something I really enjoyed and respected.
Yeah, because I think it goes along with like all the things that we value. Like he's doing it independently, a small comedy club that he does, and he just had the idea in January and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a way to do it." And he got it done, and it's great.
Absolutely.
And that's what
it's punk rock.
Yeah,
DIY. Just
I don't need anybody else to say yes to me. Like, this is what I want to do.
Absolutely.
This is how much it costs. I'm gonna figure it out how to get it done.
Yeah.
And so all props to Eddie, man. Like he's great, and he did it. And you guys should buy the special.
It was only $5. $5 to rent.
Yeah, and you can have some laughs. Like it was truly funny. We wouldn't say it was if it wasn't.
Watch something outside of a extravagant Netflix special. Watch an independent, like if anybody's into like independent film or anything like that. I mean, independent comedy is just as relevant. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Putting it together, and I tried to do the same thing a couple years ago. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I
sometimes you trip and fall, but you realize the mistakes you made and do it better.
Yeah. So but yeah, pretty much what he did was exactly the idea I had for what I tried. But yeah, I mean, he's a great guest. He's always always a good guy to have on. And he's doing so much. He's got that podcast, Swings and Misses.
The
Ralph Report, and another one called The Ramble. He does 3 shows. So, he's killing it, and he's a great comic. So, here's the show.
Yeah, here we go. Listen to us talk.
So enjoy it, and before you enjoy the show, make sure you go to patreon.com/hitthemics. and subscribe. And all you have to do is give us $1 a month.
Yeah.
That's all it starts at. You know, you can give us $1, you can give us $5, $20, $100.
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick.
Well,
I mean,
we're gonna work on some like tiers of what to do because
I have the tiers and I still stand by them. I think they're doable.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like with the outside of the podcast, where it was just like us just sitting around talking. Like
yeah. I have those. I have those as exclusive. Those
exclusive
options
content.
are there.
Okay.
As long as people will subscribe.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we will give you more content if you give us
Especially with that, where I know I don't have to like filter myself as much, or you just like really get in the shit. I get on some rants sometimes. I think you guys might want to listen to.
Yes, you do. Very fun. Okay, but yeah. Without further ado, here we go. This is episode 41 with Eddie Pence. Hey everybody, this episode of Hit the Mics is brought to you by All Gas No Brakes Clothing Company.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, we're already wearing the t-shirts.
We're matching. We're twinsies today.
Yeah, we're twins today. You know, All Gas No Brakes. Yeah, they were kind enough to be our sponsor for this episode, and this is the first time this has happened. But I think what really stuck out to us the most is that they're not just a clothing company. They're more of a lifestyle brand. Right. And it's something that I think me and you, our personalities and the people we like to talk to are about, you know?
Sure, absolutely.
Not waiting, taking a chance, stepping on the gas, your own destinies in your own hands. Not shoulda, coulda, woulda. Step on the gas, make it happen.
Well, we always talk about how much we hate people who are always talking about what they want to do and not actually doing it.
Yeah, so like I would have done this if X, Y, and Z. It's like, no,
I wish I could, or yeah, but this.
Get in the car, step in the gas, make it happen.
Right.
And All Gas, No Brakes, that's what they're about. I mean, they have T-shirts, as you can see, the ones we're wearing now. They have face masks, slides, if you guys need those. I know it's the end of summer, but, like, we're in L.A.
Yeah.
L.A. summer doesn't end until Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got time.
Yeah,
they're born and bred in L.A., independent clothing company. So, yeah, please give them a check out. Please check them out. They're on, you can find them on Instagram at allgas_official. Give them a like and a follow, and yeah, you should check some of the stuff out. They're doing a good thing.
allgasnobrakesclothing.com. All gas, no brakes. The difference between failure and success is where the story ends. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Hit the Mics with Ryan D. I, of course, am Ryan D.
And I am Steve Rogers.
That's right. And today we have a very, very special guest. I'm very excited to have him on. We just watched his Unspecial together last night, which was very funny. He's a comedian. He's a co-host of Swings and Misses podcast and
The Ralph Report.
As well as the Ralph Report. Here he is, Eddie Pence, everybody.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for buying the Unspecial. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. We really enjoyed it, actually.
With Comedy Dynamics taking 50%, that's almost
$4. Well, you're welcome. So how's it been going with the at least the any feedback? What's the feedback you've been getting on it?
It's been pretty good. I'm pretty positive. It's been up. I think Comedy Dynamics rolled it out on September 1st on all transactional platforms.
Yeah.
And then the album came out on September 4th, which is the same show without the visuals.
Yeah.
So it's been going pretty good. I've pretty positive feedback. Only a couple negative comments.
Well, those are always going to be there.
Those are always there. You know what? I really what made you pick DC? Was
I'm from DC.
Oh, okay.
It's my hometown.
Oh, okay.
So,
but because did you have like a choice in venue? Because I mean, I liked the whole small little theater vibe or little comedy club vibe, but I don't know if that was out of necessity or.
It was kind of both. I had the idea I wanted to do a comedy special for years, and you know what it's like being a comic, trying to get production companies to, hey, put up 20 or 30 grand, let's make a big venue and make it really pretty looking.
Right.
I was just gonna set out, do it on my own, and just, even if I had to get like 2 of my friends' iPhones and set them up in the back of stage 2 at the Ice House and just film the smallest little comedy special I could. That was all. I just wanted to put something together and put it out. That's all I cared about. Yeah. And I joined Ralph Garman as the vice host of his Ralph Report, and he's got like a humongous, passionate fan base called the Garmy.
Right.
And I just was like, I got a lot of positive feedback from them, as they're very supportive of me. So I was like, you know what? I have these dates set up in DC in April of 2018, back in my hometown. I know I can pack that little room with, you know, I can make it a home field game, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can. I got 2 months before that, and I got the idea in January 2019. I'm like, let me go up on Indiegogo and see if I can raise 10 grand to shoot it.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to raise 15 on Indiegogo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And we used every dime of that and then some to put that together. So it just tells you how expensive it is to shoot these things.
Yeah, no, shooting anything on video is it's pricey.
Crazy expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we've done a couple things ourselves, but it's like even for us with the tiny budget that we've even thrown together, it's just like you don't even realize how much food just costs.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like, we have to feed everybody.
Yeah.
We gotta have some breakfast and have like some crafty out and give them lunch.
Right.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where most of the budget went. Like, if I had it to do over again, if I knew then what I know now, I just would have raised the money and shot it in LA, because I could have done it for a lot cheaper here.
Yeah.
Most of my expenses were flying people to DC, putting them up, feeding them, taking care of them for 3 days, and then going back.
Yeah. Oh, so all the people who worked on it were from...
Yeah. My opener, I took care of her, and then the director and the DP and the sound guy. I had to fly them there and put them up there for the night. So that was where the major expense came from.
Right.
Yeah. Were they your DP and director? Were there people you already knew?
My director was Dustin Jacobs. He's a USC film grad, and I've known him for 5 or 6 years, and he's always thrown me in like little projects he does, little short films and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Dustin, you want to try to shoot this ultra low budget, super grimy comedy special? And he's like, I'm all about it.
And that's exactly what it was, but I really like I was telling Steve about it, I really enjoyed the little small vibe. Like it was like really just the bare bones comedy.
So bare bones.
Yeah. But there's but it was nice. It was a refresher than it's not so extravagant as a lot of these.
Well, that's why it's the unspecial.
Right.
But I know a couple of big guys have done. I'm not saying you're not big guy Eddie, but I've seen like some like Gerard Carmichael. I know he did one like just at the Comedy Store.
Yeah,
I think Chappelle had one in the belly room and whatnot.
I think Sarah Silverman did one at like Largo, very small.
Yeah, and I we did talk about it last night. I do like that smaller, more intimate feel than the big theater. Special experience.
It seems like certain things register a little bit better than too. If you have like too much space to work with.
You guys know what it's like when you're playing like a big packed room of like 300, 400, 500 people.
Right.
You don't make a connection with the audience. You're just out there saying your jokes, and the crowd is so hot because it's so packed that they're just laughing. Everyone's in that rhythm of set up punch joke, laugh, laugh, and you don't make the connection. In a small venue, you don't get that. You have to work for those laughs.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about it, because that felt most like stand-up comedy to me.
Yeah.
Not just like seat fillers that they got on Groupon. It's like, might as well. Right. Like, this big
they
special.
come out and they have the crowd warm-up guy and like, okay, laugh here and laugh there.
Yeah.
Like, I really wanted that feel of like, this is what stand-up comedy. And then what's even funnier is we shot 3 shows. The first show was a wash because the air conditioner wouldn't work, so I was just dripping in sweat. So we didn't use any of that footage.
You know what? That's what I was gonna tell you was I was gonna give you some props for not sweating so much throughout the whole thing.
Dude.
I was watching it the whole time. I was like, he's not sweating yet. He's not.
You wanna know why I didn't sweat? The Friday night show, we didn't have air conditioning because the sound guy's like, it might ruin everything, so don't run the air. We're like, okay. And 5 minutes in the thing, I'm just dripping wet.
Yeah.
Can't use any of it.
Yeah.
The second night, Saturday early show, we're like, fuck it, we're running the air condition. I don't care.
Yeah.
And we did it, and the sound was fine. But what I did is I took my right guard antiperspirant, and I just rubbed it all over my body. I was glistening, my chest, my shoulders, my arm. I had it I probably clogged up every pore of my body, but I didn't sweat a lick.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, that
That's
makes
how
sense.
I did it. That's my secret.
That's a secret.
Just
That's the
bathe in
secret.
antiperspirant.
I'm sure I have 17 different types of cancer now, but I didn't sweat at all.
Yeah, but now you're on Amazon, so
yeah, I'm on Amazon. But what's funny is the Saturday early show was a great show. The 8 p.m. show was great. It was full. All the jokes hit. I did everything. Crowd was perfect. The 10 o'clock show, I shot this on April 20th, so it was 4/20. So the late show, everybody was stoned.
Yeah.
Everybody was stoned.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a single joke out without having to talk to somebody. So the second show, the late show, is what stand-up comedy really is. I was doing crowd work the whole time. And I actually want to cut that together and actually have that one so I can go, okay, this is what a special looks like.
Yeah.
And this is what stand-up comedy really is.
Yeah. And there's a crowd work. I think Andrew Schultz did that a couple months ago. He had like his crowd work special.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where he was just at a club and he just put that out and he was just doing like crowd work.
Yeah, I was just wrangling the crowd for 45 minutes.
Yeah, and that's one of those skills you have to have, being in those small clubs too.
Yeah.
So was it like just two completely different sets?
I couldn't use anything from the late show.
Really?
I had used everything on the special is the Saturday 8. I shot 3 shows, but I only used the Saturday 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. So
So
that was the last show then, the one that you actually ended up using?
No, it was the second one.
The last show I used the 8 p.m. So the 10 p.m. show is a show I couldn't use.
10 p.m. Oh, okay.
It was just
cool.
me just whipping the crowd.
Oh.
Just
well, at least at least you had the good one in the middle.
Yeah.
So that's
so lucky.
But the 45 minutes of crowd work, I mean, you could still put that out like that.
Yeah, I think I want to. I'm gonna, if I can ever save enough money to have somebody edit the thing together, I might put it together.
Yeah.
I mean, send me the footage.
We know how to edit.
Yeah, and I'm cheap.
Yeah.
So
I might take you up on that.
Yeah, no, 100% serious. I'm not just talking shit.
Yeah. Anyway, so any any plans to get it on? Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Any plans to get it on just like a regular streaming platform, or is it? I mean, I'm sure.
Tried when I got the thing together and we got it all cut together. I was trying my hardest to hit people up at Netflix, trying to make inroads to like Hulu and Netflix just to sell to one of those places. But Netflix has become this monster where it's like unless they are producing it, they don't take it. It's sort of like it's our stuff now. Everything's in house with Netflix.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that way though, right? Like
it wasn't.
No,
they become.
You could pay them
now
to be on there.
Yeah,
They're not just host it, but they're their own studio basically.
Huh. Yeah.
Basically, and if they can't have some sort of production into it, they don't want it.
Yeah.
So basically, I started reaching out. I was on the Ralph Report, and I basically put out a call for help. I was like, anyone have any connections out there to any distributor places I can get this to? And then a listener knows somebody at Comedy Dynamics, and I reached out to them and
put
it all together.
Yeah, Comedy Dynamics. I mean, they do a lot of stuff, right? Like,
they put it everywhere. They pitch it. They pitch it to all the streaming places like Netflix and all that stuff. And then if those people pass, like HBO and all that, then they go and they just put up on all the transactional platforms, which are like iTunes, Amazon Prime, Comcast, DirecTV, all those places you can buy or rent videos. They put it everywhere.
Yeah.
But they take half? That's so much.
They take half.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
But they give that deal to everybody. Like Jim Gaffigan gets the same deal I get. So that's just the Comedy Dynamics deal. But they do a lot on the promotional end. They put together all the social media stuff.
And they get you hosted everywhere else. And so so is Comedy Central just dead then? I mean, I haven't watched in a very long time.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're giving out these like 15-minute special, like these 15-minute chunks, like for the website, and stuff like that. For like,
they're going like completely digital with stand up, and I think what they're doing now, as far as like their broadcast, their network stuff, they're just going like they're trying to do like Adult Swim stuff, which is like animated things. They're not even doing comedy anymore.
I mean, it's
crazy.
It's mostly just reruns of South Park. That's the only reason I watch.
Yeah.
You think you have all that Viacom money? And the way things are changing, like Comedy Central, like try to rebrand themselves, or not rebrand themselves, but just still be like, "Yo, we're the comedy people,"
right?
And like, get in that game.
Bring back Premium Blend or something,
What they did is like, I think when Viacom got a hold of them, after a while, they kind of became like, Workaholics took off, and it's like, okay, that's our demographic now. College age boys. That's our demographic. So everything they've geared is to like stoned college kids sitting on a couch watching TV.
Yeah.
True.
That's it. Daily Show, South Park, and then everything else is geared towards stoned college.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even checked out any new programming
shows on Comedy Central.
Really.
I mean, they canceled Drunk History.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
They're
such a
just
good show.
They're going straight like animated Adult Swim stuff.
It seems to be the trend right now. There's a lot of new animated shows coming out right now, though.
Yeah.
I don't. Is it any cheaper? I don't really know.
Yeah, animation's cheaper, and especially right now, like you can't really do. I mean, you can do like full scale productions, but it's harder, and there's a lot of like the COVID compliance and things you have to do.
Oh yeah.
So animation's
that makes sense.
You can record at home. You're VO actor, record at home, animators at home, and then make it work.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for now, but it's still just like come on, like
it's a dying network.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It's kind of like what happened.
I grew up watching it.
Yeah. Like when I was in college.
So did we.
Yeah, like Friday nights, Premium Blend, Colin Quinn, like all of that. I would always watch the 30-minute specials they would do. Like I was always glued to like Comedy Central.
That's still the highlight of my whatever I'm doing. My stand-up career is like that. When I got that live at Gotham in 2006, I'm like that's all I ever wanted was to do stand-up on Comedy Central, and I got to do it.
Yeah. And now it's just
then they had live at Gotham on like Access TV or something like that.
Well, they did. Access TV started doing Gotham Live.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which was a different. It's shot at Gotham, but
different. Similar, but we're different.
Same but different.
They're McDowell. They got the Golden Arches.
I did that one too, and that one was nerve-wracking because that was live.
Wait, which one?
Gotham Live, Gotham Comedy Live on Access TV.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Pretty nuts because you're kind of, I mean, you're used to doing comedy live because that's how you do stand up. But when you're doing TV live comedy, you're like,
wait, I didn't know that was a show. It was live comedy at Gotham.
It was on Access TV.
Yeah.
That feels like it could just go so wrong. You're hoping the audience. You're hoping the
sometimes
audience
it wasn't
is okay.
good. Yeah, sometimes it wasn't good.
That sounds like a fucking no.
It was crazy.
Yeah, no, my grandparents used to record it all the time, so like I would watch it, and I mean, I've seen a few of my friends on there, you know what I mean, and then I'd be like, oh, guy,
yeah,
holy shit, it was fun, but nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I bet. So, speaking of which, like live streaming and comedy and stuff like that, what are you doing right now? As far as are you actually hitting any dates, or have you been on the road at all? Or anything?
I haven't been on the stage. I think my last gig was February at Flappers.
Same.
I don't think I've been on stage.
My last gig was like some fucking. I did like.
Oh, you did that backyard party.
I did do a backyard party.
In Upland.
I did like a small gathering in Upland.
How was that?
Weird. And I did get offered something tomorrow, but I might just turn it down. I'm not sure if I'm.
Oh, what was that?
You had that show at the Ice House we were all supposed to do. I think in April.
I had 3 shows. I had 3 shows at the Ice House in April. I had mine, and then I was doing the main room, and then I was on somebody else's show on stage 2. I had 3 different shows I was supposed to do in the Ice House.
Yeah, I haven't been. I've done a handful of Zoom shows, which are okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I missed.
Have you done them? I haven't done them. I don't have any interest.
I've done a couple 10 minutes, and then I did that one, the Nowhere Comedy Club, the Steve Hofstetter thing. I did that. That was like that was a 45-minute set. That was
whoa on Zoom. Wow.
On Zoom. It wasn't bad. After like 5 minutes, you sort of get back into your rhythm of being a comedian. It turns into more of a comedy monologue than stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Doing your set.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I mean. We've been doing these little things, like promotional things for the podcast. Like we write jokes, and it's like top 5 reasons to subscribe, and it's like jokes of like in the news. You know what I mean? It'd be like we're not this, we're not that, and stuff like that. So that's been a little bit of an outlet for me to kind of write, but. Other than that, I mean, I write mostly on experience, and there's nothing I can do to experience right now.
What's going to suck is when we finally do get back out there, there's going to be a million comics doing COVID quarantine jokes.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Let it separate you because you know that. Like that's just a low hanging fruit. Like I don't want to hear like, bro, you didn't hear the open micer do that before the real show started.
Right.
Like, you still thought it was a good idea. All right. Yeah. No. Do you?
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I got to get the details for this thing that I got asked to do.
It's not bad. Like I did the Nowhere one, and I made a good amount of money for one show because they cut out. I mean, the way they do it is you're basically cutting out all the overhead of a comedy club, and all the money is just basically going to the comedian.
Yeah.
and the tickets were only like $10 a piece. I got like 150 people to jump into it, and you hit a certain. I know at the Nowhere Comedy Club, if you hit like, I got to 150 people, so I got 70% of the door.
Oh, nice.
Or the virtual door.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And so I made more in one 45-minute set than I usually make doing a week somewhere.
Right.
Yeah. So how does that work though when you're doing like the Zoom comedy shows? Like, do you see like these people's faces? Like, are they muted, or is it just you looking at you, just doing your monologue, basically?
The way they do it is very good. They have a moderator running the Zoom show, right?
Okay.
So they have everyone's mic turned on, so you can hear laughter.
Okay.
Which helps.
Yeah.
But if someone's being too loud or laughing too loud, they'll mute the guy.
Okay. That doesn't seem as bad then, because
you end up paying like $135 to the moderator. That comes out of your pay.
Yeah.
For that guy to sit there and moderate the whole Zoom call, which is
fair.
Totally
but
worth
if you're
it.
still taking 70% because you got the 150 in there, like no, it's fine.
Not bad.
And if you could shut a heckler up immediately.
I mean,
deal with it.
That's true.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Maybe I've been hating on it too long. Maybe I should just actually try.
I resisted it for like a month. I did mine back in May, and I resisted it for like a month and a half. Like, I'm doing a Zoom show, and then I did it, and I'm like, you know what? It wasn't bad, and I paid my rent in one night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Man.
It wasn't.
You know
bad.
what? Well, I've been doing these other things like there's this app called like Stereo that I'm like a partner on now. So I get paid to just go on there and just talk to strangers. So it's
like chat roulette.
It's pretty much like chat roulette, but it's like
no video.
But no video. It's just
dick, no cocks.
They were smarter about it this time. So it's just it's like a little icon, like bitmoji of yourself, and then like you link up with somebody else, and then you guys you talk.
Wow.
And I just put my earbuds in, and they'll talk depending on who it is, because now there's a bunch of, sometimes I'll get kids on there, and it's like it's an 18 and over app, but who's checking these kids' IDs? They just go on there and they're like, I'm playing Fortnite, and you're like, oh Jesus, I'm like, how old are you, kid? You're like 9.
Yeah.
Like,
you're gonna end up
this is going nowhere, and this is dangerous for me.
Yeah, you're gonna end up on the
dangerous.
FBI registration list.
Like, for sure.
Very dangerous.
For sure. Like, this is my job, kid. And get out of here. But yeah, sometimes I've met up with a couple people that were pretty interesting though. Like I've had like an hour-long conversation with somebody in like Connecticut or something.
I'm sure it's probably occasionally cool.
Yeah. I mean, and it's all based on time. So so like the longer I stay on, the more money I get. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, drag it out.
Yeah. Let's talk about whatever. Let's talk about Fortnite. What's that about, kid? How many kills you get this week? Really? That's great. That's great.
So with this COVID world, how are your podcasts going? Because I know
Swing and Misses is going again.
Swings and Misses. We had a little scare on the Ralph report yesterday. Ralph tested positive for COVID.
Oh no.
But you've actually been in studio with him.
Yeah, I go to his house every day.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm there every day, and he called me up because he's shooting a film on the weekends, and so he has to get tested every week before he goes on set. And then this past week he tested positive for it, so so that's why we didn't do a show today or tomorrow. But we all got tested today. I got tested today actually because of it, and I'm negative, and he came back negative too. So I guess he got a false positive the first time. Possibly.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that seems to be happening too. Like I know people who skipped out on their tests and still got positive in emails.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Like they they scheduled a test and then didn't go, and then they still got an email
saying
you're positive.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that's just because they were pissed because he didn't show up.
Yeah, you didn't come back. Like fuck you, you're positive. Stay home for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
you
fuck
fucking
man.
dummy.
And you have herpes.
Yeah.
You're like,
Well, apparently, if you don't swab yourself very good in the self-swabbing test, it'll read false positive.
Well, like, here's the thing, though. Like, because when I did my COVID test, it was like, do it yourself. And I thought someone was going to do it for us.
Yeah.
You have to realize we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah.
Do you really expect people who don't work in the medical field at all to be able to administer these tests the right way?
Put a thing all the way up your nose.
Like, I want to just shove this thing all the way up to my brain.
Yeah, it was weird.
All right. Like, no. Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But so we'll be back at it on Monday. And then all my other shows, Swings and Misses, and I've been able to... I've been one of the lucky ones that during this whole thing, my jobs haven't stopped. We got furloughed on Swings and Misses for 2 months, but we went back in June.
Yeah.
And we've been going every day.
That was the last time we talked was
it was.
Yeah, on the other show.
Yeah.
So I've been very fortunate that I've been able to work this whole time.
Still going.
Yeah, that's good, man. Good for you.
So speaking of like swings and misses and sports and stuff like that, well, come on.
I see the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I got to. So
Go
like,
ahead. Have your fun. Have your foosball talk.
We can talk. Fuck you. Oh, I just skateboard. I don't know anything about real sports. Fuck out of here.
Hey, it's in the Olympics now, so fuck you.
Yeah. So is fucking other shitty. So is badminton and
curling.
ping pong. Who the fuck is about? Yeah. All right.
No,
but I was gonna ask you about like the outlook of the NFL season. You know, there's a fuck ton of injuries like these past couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot with the whole. There hasn't been a proper off season. You know, I mean, you didn't get a preseason at all, and you always see a ton of injuries in the preseason.
Yeah.
And now we're just now basically September is preseason.
Yeah, which is. It's kind of weird because I remember like years ago there was like this whole thing about like cut 2 preseason games and extend the regular season to 18 games, which I thought was stupid then. I'm glad they didn't do it, but like you need those preseason, even if it was just like a series for the number ones who got a job secured. Like you still need to get those bumps to
I think you saw with Tom Brady in Week 1. Speaking of your Bucs, I think preseason would have helped Tom Brady get acclimated to that offense.
Yeah, like I still have full confidence in the Buccaneers this season, and I knew the Saints were going to be our biggest test. But yeah, I wasn't worried after losing. It's just like it's Week 1, new system, new coach. Like
and the Falcons are a broken team. They're just broken.
Yeah, the Falcons aren't going to do anything. The Panthers aren't going to do anything. So I'm like, NFC South, we're good.
Looked really old against the Raiders. So I don't know if the Saints are going to be there at the end. I think the Buccaneers probably will win that.
Yeah. Buccaneers needed some, a couple weeks to, like you said, get acclimated. But the Saints, I watched that Monday night game. No, they're done. And not only that, like running backs are done in the NFL. I mean, they're not. I mean, I know it's been a trend, but I mean, Saquon Barkley with the Giants, like, he blew out his ACL. He's not going to play, but like, did he really matter? Did he really make them that much better? Like, no. Like, all running backs now are just, they're the fullbacks from the '80s. Like, they're done.
It's a dying. It's no longer. You're no longer going to have the Adrian Peterson 35 carries a game running back. It's going to be a platoon of running backs. And they have to be just as good at catching the ball as they do at running the ball. Yeah, and it's like all the old records of rushing yards per game, rushing yards in a career. Those are never going to be broken. Eric Dickerson is fine. Emmitt Smith is fine. That'd never happen again. If Saquon Barkley was around in the '90s, he'd be amazing. But now, like him going out, it's like it's just not that big of a deal. Why? If anybody wastes a pick on a running back above the 3rd in future drafts, like it makes no sense.
Dumb.
Makes no sense.
But after these 2 weeks, like I'm
gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Ryan's in physical pain.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I know.
So. He's holding a drink going, I have to go get a drink.
I gotta dismiss myself somehow. I think my dog's out again. No, go ahead, guys. It's all good.
No, but I was gonna ask, like, after, I mean, it's 2 weeks and it's early, but like, who are some of your like favorites? Like moving forward.
Sorry, it dropped out for a second. What'd you say?
I said I know it's only been 2 weeks and it's early, but like who would you say like some of your favorite emerging teams so far to like go deep in the playoffs?
The Rams surprised me. How good the Rams looked.
Yeah, Jared Goff in the Rams was kind of it was a shocker for me too. I honestly wasn't expecting much.
They're done.
Yeah, after last season.
Now it looks like San Francisco is going to be the Rams of this year.
Yeah, especially after losing Bosa. You know?
And Kittle's been hurt, and now you got Garoppolo out for a couple weeks. I mean,
they're so it's a possibility. I mean, they still have Seattle in that division to deal with.
Seattle, and then a team that's surprising, the Cardinals. Kyler Murray looks untouchable.
Kyler Murray's great, and it helps that you got one of the best wide receivers in that shit trade that Houston did.
Bill O'Brien should be fired and banned.
He should have got fired right after that trade happened. Who was it? Who was the running back they got? Anderson.
Some guy coming off an ACL or an MCL, some knee injury. It was insanity.
An older running back, maybe been in the league for 5 years. Fuck you, that's old for NFL. But like an older running back for Hopkins,
the best wide receiver
in the game right now, and you gave him up for that and some picks.
And now Kyler Murray is untouchable because you can't put 9 people in the box.
No. And, I mean, Larry Fitzgerald, I know he's old, but he still does some things. And then you got Hopkins on the outside, and Kyler Murray's a fucking phenomenal athlete.
With Hopkins there and Kyler Murray running around, Fitzgerald can play in the slot for another 3 years.
Yeah, it's insane. But as of right now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just the Cardinals and Seattle are going to be in that division, and wouldn't be shocked if the Cardinals gave the Seahawks a run.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, who did the Seahawks play this week? I know it came down to the
They played
wire.
the Cowboys.
No, Patriots, right? Or was that last week?
No, the Raiders played the Patriots this week.
Oh, okay.
No, the Seahawks Cowboys played.
No, the Raiders played Orleans on Monday night.
Yeah.
And
they played the Patriots this week.
I actually watched that game.
The Patriots played Seahawks.
No, the Patriots played the Seahawks this past. Yeah,
this past week.
Sunday.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. Like, I'm still excited. Like, I'm a Bucs fan, as people know, and so I still think
I'm a football team fan. So.
Yeah. The football team, the Washington football team. Did you know about that?
No. What's going on?
So the Washington football team used to be the Redskins.
Oh, right.
Racist.
Yeah.
And so
okay.
we're gonna change our name, but they couldn't come up with a name, so they're just the Washington football team.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing. I have a Washington football team hat and a football team shirt. I love it.
That's hilarious.
I saw a shirt the other day on Facebook. It had the NFC's division. It said Giants, Cowboys, football team, Eagles. It's the best.
Yeah.
I hope they don't change it. I hope they keep football team forever.
That would be hilarious.
Just leave it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it at this point.
Football team.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about it.
What's your team name? Football.
Yeah.
Football team.
Football
Who
team.
do you root for? The football team.
The football team.
Which one? No, the football team.
I mean, that keeps you pretty neutral, right? Like, even though you're an actual fan of an actual team, like no one.
It's a hell of
What's
a
your
lot.
favorite football team? Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a hell of a lot better than that high school football team I told you about.
Holy shit! Oh yeah, let's talk about
There
that.
is a high school football team somewhere in like South or West Texas, and their mascot is the Cotton Pickers.
Oh God.
But he's a
Really?
Mexican guy.
But yeah, no, it's like a Mexican town, Mexican team, and they're like they stand by it because they're like, no, like when our families immigrated here from Mexico, like they were in the fields picking cotton, so we're the cotton pickers, and we're proud of that. And it's just like, bro, read the room. Maybe,
Wow.
maybe.
And they've been that for like generations.
Yeah. It's like, holy fuck.
The Redskins were around since the 1930s, but you
Yeah.
know what? It's time to move on.
Yeah, let's change. You know, words change
Yeah.
over time. You're the cotton pickers.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a question for you actually in the comments.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It says right here, I know your co-host Jen is big in the Schmodown.
Yes.
Have you gotten into that at all?
I never. Jen's always asked me to come on and do some movie trivia stuff, but I've never never gotten into it.
For the people who don't know, who is Jen?
Jen Sturge is my co-host with Swings and Misses. I'm also good friends with Mark Ellis too. He's another Washington football team fan.
Yeah.
He actually co-hosts a lot of the Schmodown stuff.
Right. Yeah,
So I never really got into it. I've thought about it. Jen's asked me to come maybe do it every once in a while, but I've just never done it yet. Maybe someday.
Yeah, why not? I mean, what trivia do you think you would do the best at if you're going to go on a Schmodown?
Probably Star Wars trivia.
Yeah.
Some of those Star Wars trivia games though, like they have some like deep questions, like you know, what color was the panel of this or something, like you know what I mean? It's like shit that's in the background that no one pays attention to.
Yeah, I saw one today, and it was just like, what was a vehicle that pulled into like the garage when we first like get to Yavin 4 in Return of the Jedi? I'm like, bitch, a speeder? Like, I don't know which. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
It's a T-14.
No, it was like a AT-AT or some shit.
Yeah,
it's like, what the fuck? I didn't know.
Is it okay, Eddie? Is it AT-AT or AT-AT?
I call it AT-AT.
Yeah.
I grew up with AT-AT.
Okay, but they're ATSTs, right?
Yeah, so you just say
they're ATSTs.
Yeah.
But that's the chicken walker.
Right. But
I always call the AT-AT.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
I do the same thing.
Okay, so I called them
ATST.
AT-ATs growing up, and then somebody corrected me, said they were AT-ATs, and then another person recently was like, no, it's AT-AT.
Well, they probably don't get out much, so it's okay. Like, they could be AT-ATs and they could be ATSTs because you're not going to say ATs.
I know Star Wars fans are the most toxic fans in the history of fandom.
Yeah.
But I think we can all come together on AT-AT and AT-AT. I hope.
So what's the correct one?
They're both right.
They're both right?
They're both right.
Tomato.
AT-AT.
Yeah. AT-AT.
AT-AT.
Yeah, for AT-AT, I call AT-AT, but obviously ATST because you're not going to say ATST.
Do they say AT-AT in the movie?
I don't think they never say AT-AT.
No.
They never do, right?
No.
Don't they say AT-AT at some time? They say ATST.
No. I don't think they ever like really.
I'm pretty sure in Empire they say ATST.
They may say ATST in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that's when the first came
Return
out.
of the Jedi, maybe. Yeah,
maybe, but like everything else, no. Most of the characters like. They weren't given names like, "Hey, I'm Salacious Crumb." It was like, no, it's that shitty little goblin that's sitting on Jar Jar.
That's
Jar Jar.
Boba
Fett. I can't think of anyone's names right now.
Keep going.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Jabba. They're sitting on Jabba. Jesus.
There's some fucking Star Wars fan right now just blowing their fucking head. Their eyeballs are bleeding right now.
You're not a real fan. Sorry. Sometimes you forget shit.
Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to comment, tell us if it's at or AT. Oh, well, I don't know how you would.
No,
actually.
I don't even know how. Yeah.
In type, I don't know how.
In type, I don't know how you would do it. So actually, since we're in the nerddom stuff, I was gonna talk to you. We wanted to bring up, Chadwick Boseman passed away. So there's been a lot of talk about what they're gonna do to move on, whether they're gonna replace him or what's gonna go on. So I don't know if you and Ralph have talked about that at all, or what do you guys think?
We talked about a little bit. I think they should just pass the mantle on to his sister or somebody else.
Yeah,
something like that. Like figure out some way to kill the character.
Yeah, like use some unused footage from the first one.
Something like that. I don't think I don't know what actor would want to try to step into those shoes.
Yeah,
I think that would be tough to do.
Yeah,
because he personified that character so well.
Yeah.
That I think I would be happy if they just passed it to someone else, because it happens in the comic books. They pass the mantle.
Yeah, it happens.
On,
right. And his sister, she took over the mantle for a bit.
True.
And so I think that's just kind of the way to go. In the beginning, I had my choices. Like I thought I've been watching the show Lovecraft Country on HBO.
Yeah,
which is great, by the way.
I got to get into it. It looks. You showed me that opening sequence that was completely
bonkers,
bananas.
Yeah. But the lead actor in that, he's been in a couple other things I've watched. Jonathan Majors, I thought he would be a good replacement.
There's definitely more than enough talented actors to do the role. It's just so. I mean, they've done it before in the MCU with
Don
Cheadle,
and
Incredible Hulk.
Eddie, have you ever heard the story behind that?
About Don Cheadle taking War Machine?
Yeah. So
about how.
Oh, okay. So they had the president of Marvel then, Ike Perlmutter, was kind of a piece of shit. And so when it came to Iron Man 2, they were like, yo, Terrence Howard wants a little bit more money since it was a big success. And Ike Perlmutter was just super cheap. And he was like, fuck no, we'll just get another black guy. They all look alike. He's like, no one will tell the difference. Wow. And so he no longer works for Marvel. Ike Perlmutter was a guy Captain America Civil War would not have happened if Ike Perlmutter was still there, because they wanted to do Civil War, but he's like, no, I don't want to pay Robert Downey Jr. to be in this movie, so fucking we're not going to do that. Figure it out. And that was the final straw where Kevin Feige was able to take over and move past that guy. But just a little bit of money. He's like, oh no, dark-skinned Don Cheadle looks just like light-skinned Terrence Howard.
I knew Terrence Howard wanted more money for the second role. I just thought that they were he wanted too much money, and they were just like, no, I didn't know there was the whole racism behind it.
No, and it's racism and this guy being cheap. For one of the premieres, I think maybe the first Iron Man or Iron Man 2, one of the early premieres from the Marvel movies.
He wanted to replace Downey Jr. too.
Yeah, he didn't want him to be in it because he didn't want to pay for him to be in it.
Well, it's the insurance on Downey Jr. I'm sure was sky high at the time.
But no, it was a premiere, and at premieres, big Hollywood premieres and things like that, they have food and shit catered. And he didn't want to cater it. He's like, can't we just put out some chips and dip?
Paying for it?
Yeah. He didn't want to pay for the catering. He was just just give them chips at the premiere for one of their movies. And so he was
Can you imagine?
So many shitbags in Hollywood.
Can you imagine and being an A-list actor? And then,
fucking
and you're
chips.
you get Totino's.
Yeah.
Frito-Lay. I'm like, come on, guys.
I'm using my name and star power. Working on this movie for 6 months, and you're giving me chips at the premiere.
I can't even.
Yeah, so he was a problem early, because early with Marvel they wanted to do a Black Panther movie, and he's like, black movies on sale. They wanted to do the Black Widow movie early, but he's like, people don't go to women, superhero movies.
Yeah. This guy sucks.
Yeah, so that's why there's that big push now with like Black Panther and then Black Widow because he was gone. It's like, all right, we can do the shit that we wanted to do in the beginning.
Yeah.
But that guy was just a giant asshole.
Eddie, who were your superheroes growing up?
I mean, the first superhero that got me into everything when I was like probably 3 or 4 was Superman. Of course, was like the first guy that pulled me into comics.
Yeah.
But when I started reading my own comics, I got more into Marvel than DC. And then Daredevil. I loved Daredevil growing up as a kid, and Cyclops.
Cyclops does not get the love he deserves.
I love Cyclops though.
No, I love him too.
James Marsden made him a fucking little dick pussy.
He was just a fucking side character and just
awful.
Man. Like
the greatest leader in the history of comic books is Cyclops.
Yeah.
The greatest leader. Even Captain America said the one guy that could probably replace him is Cyclops.
But we focus. Look, I'm not shitting on Wolverine, but we focus every goddamn X-Men movie on Wolverine. Like we fucking got it.
Yeah,
we got it.
He's a badass.
Yeah,
we got it.
But there's more people than just Wolverine and the X-Men. Like, can we give them their justice? Yeah,
that's why the MCU is so great because you get to focus on all the characters, all that's badasses, and then you bring them all together.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I know they're gonna bring the X-Men and like Fantastic Four, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Wolverine. If Wolverine wasn't in the X-Men, the new one they bring out, I'd be totally fine with it.
I'm fine. Yeah.
There's so many other like X-Men characters you can deal with.
Yeah, plus it's too soon to have. I don't know, but who knows? But they have a new Spider-Man every fucking year.
Well, you know,
I don't know. Yeah,
it's a little different.
There wasn't.
We had like 7 Wolverine movies
with the same
Hugh
Wolverine.
Jackman.
Yeah, you're right.
So like,
we're good with Wolverine. I think.
Yeah, we've been like I said, thing like with the new Batman movies. Like, I don't want to see the fucking Joker. I'm Jokered out. Fuck the Joker. Like Batman has enough other cool villains that we see and have fun with. Same thing with Spider-Man. Like fuck Green Goblin. I don't want to see that motherfucker flying around anymore.
Yeah.
Give me anybody else. So yeah.
I mean, I was happy that we got a Vulture.
Yeah. Oh, how pumped I was for like Vulture and Mysterio.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to see that fucking ugly motherfucker on that glider.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen you enough already.
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin. I'd be dope. Yeah. I'd be cool with Hobgoblin.
That'd be good too.
Hobgoblin, Kraven the Hunter.
Well, I think he might be. I think Kraven the Hunter's getting his own movie at Sony in the Spider.
I hope so.
Supposedly, supposedly they're gonna start some sort of storyline with Kraven and then possibly tie in
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's my Kraven.
You think so?
I think I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean sausages. I don't know. I just always think of Jimmy Dean when I think of.
I think Bruce Campbell would be a great Kraven.
Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell.
Shit.
Bring back Sam Raimi and let him do
the.
No, Eddie. Bring back Eddie. Eddie. Sam Raimi. And Bruce Campbell as Kraven the Hunter. That movie would be amazing. Amazing.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And he says boomstick at one point.
Yeah.
No, he says groovy at some point.
Yeah.
Groovy.
He's so good.
Since we're still on this, I love this topic right now. What about the Batman? Did you guys break down that trailer and what did you think?
I'm more excited for it than I thought I would be because I didn't really care about another Batman movie and then rebooting another Batman character. Like, the trailer kind of got me. Okay, I want to see it.
Yeah.
The casting, I love. Like everyone that was mentioned as far as casting went, I'm all in. I want to see some great actors. I didn't really like the visual of what I was at the Riddler they were showing.
Yeah.
I didn't care much for that visual. It seemed too much like Seven movie or Saw.
Yeah. I was okay with it because like we're all the same big comic book fans growing up. I'm fine with like them doing comic book movies and the character changing because the Riddler has been kind of a joke. This guy Edward Enigma. Yeah, and he tells riddles to confuse Batman. It's
he's basically a low grade Joker.
Yeah, how do you ground that for a movie and make it work where it's not Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
but I mean, it will be interesting. He's the one character that's smarter than Batman. So I would be interested to see how they play that.
Yeah,
and I hope they bring back more of the detective Batman as opposed to what's his face is the Dark Knight Returns Batman where he just grunts and growls and beats people up.
Yeah,
that's not Batman to me.
Yeah. No, you need that smarts part of it.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, because remember we were talking about, like, I years ago I had an idea for a Batman comic using the Riddler because I thought he was a joke. I'm like, this guy has to be able to, match Batman intellectually.
They got him pretty good in the video games. I don't know, Eddie, if you're a gamer at all, but those Arkham games that
I love the Arkham games.
Yeah, those Arkham games are so good, and yeah, the Riddler is actually a pretty important character in those games too. Yeah.
But here's the thing: we were talking about this, and I don't know if Eddie agrees. One thing for me with Batman, like, yes, this is supposed to be year 2 Batman, Robert Pattinson, like, whatnot. But I think the one thing that people miss, at least me who miss about Batman, he's not a singular character. He has a family. He has, like, the Robins and, the Nightwings and, all these other people that he works with. I need that. And what are you doing? Oh my God!
Sorry, something just played right now. That was weird.
We need that in a movie. I want to see a Robin. I don't give a fuck if it's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Carrie Kelly. Yeah. Give me a.
You need to give him something. You need something to ground Batman.
Yeah, give me a Robin in this next trilogy. Like, I need it. Because it's not really Batman to me without it.
I agree, and I mean, I'm excited about what the DCEU is doing. I mean, when they did that whole Crisis on Infinite Earths on the Arrowverse, and they brought the cinematic Flash into the Flash.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So everything's connected now.
Yeah, they're playing on that multiverse.
The new Flash movie, you're going to have Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman, and possibly Ben Affleck coming back as Batman.
Yeah, I heard Ben Affleck is coming back for that. For the Flash.
So you're getting 2 different universes Batman in that movie. So to me, it's like, what a great way to retcon all your crappy movies by just going, hey, what? You don't have to hate one. You can love them all because it's all part of the same cinematic
Speaking
universe.
of DCEU crappy movies, how the fuck is this Zack Snyder cut of Justice League coming back? I was about to
bring that up.
And you gave this man $70 million to repolish a fucking turd. Like... Just leave it.
There was never a Snyder cut, is what they're saying.
No, that's why they're spending $70 million on reshoots, because there wasn't a Snyder cut. Like, just
which is more than the budget of Joker was.
Yeah, I like Zack Snyder as a director. Batman vs Superman wasn't it. Sometimes you miss. That's okay. But like this whole retcon of going back and here's my 4-hour cut of this movie. Like, bro, no one wants a 4-hour Justice League movie.
Yeah. I mean, it was a turd to begin with when it was fucking 3 hours.
It was I mean, I'll watch it because I want to see if
exactly.
I hope it's better.
Yeah,
because the first one was such a turd.
Yeah, but Batman vs Superman, my expectations are very low. Like, that was all you. That was your cut, and that movie was a piece of shit. And you think, oh, maybe if I have 4 hours now. Make it
Give
work.
me more time. I'll make it better.
Last time I just gave you 3 and it didn't work out.
Right.
Give me 4. One more hour, I can make everything make sense. Like, no.
That's like if you're tanking for 30 minutes and then they're like, oh, we'll leave him up there for another hour.
No, give him the light. Give him the light. He's like, no, I just need 5.
Trust me.
I just need 5 minutes to wing him back.
I can turn this around. I know I've been eating shit for 30 minutes, but I can turn this around in the next hour.
You burned your clothes or 20 minutes.
Oh man,
that's when you need the old school like the Bugs Bunny cane to pull him off the stage.
Yeah, like, get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of which, my mom, did I ever tell you about my mom's idea to open up a comedy club where you can actually throw tomatoes at people?
Oh,
what?
No.
This was my mom's idea. She was like, "Yeah, how fun would it be if you sold tomatoes, and then if they're not any good, you can throw." I was like, "Cause people are just gonna throw tomatoes no matter what."
Just throw tomatoes. Immediately when they come on stage, fuck you. And just throw a tomato.
And I was like, you know how much insurance we're gonna have to
someone would get stabbed.
Yeah.
Like, some comic would lose their shit. That wouldn't even. Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
She was dead serious about it too. She was. My mom's crazy, but she's like, maybe we'll just put chicken wire in front, like Blues Brothers.
It would just turn into a food fight.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh god, no.
Maybe one night a week, do like Wednesday tomato night.
Tomato night
So
then
in the parking lot.
In the parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was another thing. I was like, who's gonna clean up all the fucking tomatoes? Yeah. Poor Hector.
Like, I know you guys have been busting all these tables, but you can get tomatoes on the stage.
You get all those tomatoes off the stage. Thanks.
No.
Gotta work overtime on tomato night.
That'd be the worst thing ever.
But that, I mean, honestly though, if there was like one tomato night and like you knew what you were getting into as a comic,
No.
Then it would be fun. If you know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
I think I could make it work.
Yeah.
No, because I just feel like if that was like advertised, we have a tomato night, and you have comics on there that people already kind of hate, you're going to get people buying tickets who hate them, who just want to throw shit at
tomatoes.
But the only way you do it is if the comic has a bucket of tomatoes on stage with
them. You can throw back.
That'd be good
okay,
too.
Then that
works. Throw them back.
Yeah. The lights are on.
Yeah.
The crowd is not in darkness.
And we'll see how long you get through a set
I
before
get to
somebody
see
can throw
who
a
throws
fucking
shit
tomato
at
at
me.
you.
Yeah. Don't cry when I pelt one back in the middle of your forehead.
Give you 2 black eyes with a
Yeah.
fucking fastball
I'm
tomato.
a comic, but I used to be an athlete. Are you ready for this 90-mile-an-hour tomato to your
Brody
face?
Stevens would have killed somebody with a tomato.
I know. Put somebody in a coma with a tomato.
Oh, God.
In theory, on paper, it sounds fun.
No, probably not.
That's just fights.
Okay, well, we won't book you on Tomato Night. How about that?
Damn it.
So other than Ralph possibly having the COVID, how's everything been going at the Ralph Report?
Good. I mean, we're missing doing the live shows because we would do a live show.
That's what I was going to ask.
month.
Yeah.
At the Improv. Last one we did was in February at Flappers, which was really fun. So we really missed that aspect of it. So it's been. I mean, the shows have been fine because the content's been there. Ralph puts the show together. I show up. I act like an idiot for 45 minutes and it's over.
Like me.
Like this guy here.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Second chair isn't an easy chair to sit in.
No.
But we miss the live shows and like interacting with the Garmy members and the people, because that's the best part of it is seeing those people in person.
Have you
got you see how much you affect them on a daily basis, how big of a part of their life you are.
Yeah. Have you guys tried possibly doing like a live thing like online like this or?
Ralph likes a little bit more control, so I don't know if he wants to do something like. Yeah, I know he did a Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith at one of those drive-ins.
Yeah, that was right here by my house actually.
Yeah. Their 10-year anniversary they did and he said it went great. It was super fun. I don't know if the format for the Ralph Report fits into something like that, but I mean, I would love to do it.
Yeah. Because like I don't know if you ever check out your mom's house or whatever. Like they did a live thing. And they ended up getting banned from the streaming service.
Did they?
Yeah.
It was awful. I didn't watch it. I just saw screenshots online of it.
What did they do?
A lot of bad things. It was the opening was a guy with a butt plug on the couch.
Yeah.
With like a ring coming out of it, and so they were ring tossing onto his butt plug. That was the opening of the show.
Like Howard Stern shit.
Yeah.
Too much.
And then there was like a video of like a lady a lady pooping on some McNuggets and then eating them.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that needs to be good.
Too much. It's too much.
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
What were they on?
It was like they had to work. They worked out this deal with this company that they were going to live stream on, and they were going to sell tickets for people to tune in live. And my brother and I watched it. My brother paid for it, and so he invited me over. We watched it, and it was like it was so bananas. And then they killed the numbers. Like they broke records for this service, and they were like, "Sure, we'd love to have you guys do a second one." And then they called them back like a couple days later. They were like, "Never mind, we just watched what happened. This is not. We'll never be able to give you guys a second chance." Yeah, but apparently they're just doing it off their own website. They're gonna do one pretty soon.
Why not? They make all the money themselves.
Yeah, exactly. How do you feel about the drive-in stuff?
I don't know. Like I said, I know over here. I live near the Magic Castle, and I know they're running some shows in the parking lot with drive-in shows in the parking lot of the Magic Castle. A lot of Comedy Store comics are going up.
Oh,
there.
Really?
But I don't know. I don't know what the crowd reaction is like.
Yeah.
I guess
do they honk horns? That's what I was gonna say.
I don't know. I don't know how that would affect your timing as a comedian.
Yeah.
Because we need those laughs to sort of work our timing.
Right.
And I guess it works because a lot of people are doing it. It just seems weird to me.
Well, especially somebody, like you and me who don't really do theaters and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's like that'd be kind of weird to be on an out. It's like you're basically like in an outdoor theater when everyone's in their car. That's
you hit your punch and you're not getting that.
Where's the like there. You kind of have to. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I guess
like Ralph had that same worry going into that Hollywood Babylon show, and he was like, he came the next day when I went over to do the Ralph report. He's like, it was so much fun. I had no idea it could be that good. And I'm like, I haven't yet seen one in person, so I don't know what it looks like or sounds like.
Yeah,
but I guess apparently it works.
Sorry about that. Our power like dimmed for a bit.
It did. That was really scary. My power almost went out right now.
Yeah. There's a little buzz in our ear.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
You guys pay the bill?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know, but I'm getting
scared. That doesn't sound good.
I'm getting scared.
We're all right. We're gonna make it.
Actually, well, if it gets killed, we still have the stream, so I can just pull the audio there.
Yeah.
So fuck, man. That.
Last thing you want to hear is an electric buzz in your fucking ear.
Are you seeing the fucking?
Yeah, I saw them out twice.
Yeah, and we're hearing it buzz like.
Where are you guys at? In the garage?
Yeah,
We're actually at a power plant. We're about to have a shortage. Maybe we should wrap it.
I don't want to die.
I don't want you guys to die.
Oh Jesus! See there.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't want to die I don't want to die live on the air.
Yeah. All right. Well,
the universe is speaking.
Yeah, it is. We're about there. Thanks for coming on, Eddie. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no, man. I love talking to you every time. This was a lot of fun.
I wish we'd have more time, but I think we might catch on fire if we.
Oh, when you guys get your electrical swords out.
Speaking of our Patreon.
Oh yeah,
send us money.
You send us some money so we can keep the electricity on. Go to patreon.com/hitthemics. I got the banner right here. There it is. We need money.
Yeah.
More than ever.
Yeah, more than ever right now. Thanks All Gas, No Brakes for hooking us up with clothes because we can't afford those either.
No.
But if you want to keep the lights on, go to patreon.com/hitthemics. Thanks, Eddie, so much. I will talk to you soon. And this episode, the audio will be up tomorrow. The video lives on YouTube and Facebook. So thanks again. And thank you guys for tuning in. And
watch Eddie's special.
Watch Eddie's
Where
special.
Can we watch your special at, Eddie?
Yes.
I got the Unspecial Comedy Special on iTunes, Amazon Prime, wherever you get transactional videos.
Okay.
Yeah, we watched it on Amazon, so that's a real easy way to catch it. Amazon and iTunes.
And a negative text review. I appreciate it.
I will send the strangest review. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, we're off air.
All right,
we're off. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's nothing like Eddie. I know you saw the lights dim out, but like the lights dim and just that electricity buzz in our ears. It's like, holy fuck, what is happening?
Weird. Like the air condition kick on or something?
No.
Weird.
Yeah. That was creepy.
Yeah, it's my garage. It's haunted. No.
Just in there, just boom.
It was weird. Fuck. It was weird. It felt like like I'm getting a fucking what's it called? What is it?
Electroshock
therapy. Yeah. It was like, All right, Eddie. Thanks again so much. So I'll talk to you. I'll send you like a little highlight video too.
I'll post it. Send me whatever, and I'll tweet it out and all that stuff.
Great, awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right,
thanks, Eddie.
You, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. What the fuck?